What's good, YouTube? It's the boy Ziggy. I'm coming back at y'all with another juicy vid. Now today, I'm gonna be breaking down our how our generation got failed because it all starts in the home. But before I get into it, my bad if the quality of the video not all that. I'm be getting some new equipment here, so y'all just gonna have to bear with me till I upgrade. But let's hop into it. Let's start with the energy standpoint of things because a lot of families, they don't have a father figure. A lot of these homes, the I believe the number is 1/4 of homes in America don't have a father in it. So 25% of children are growing up without a father figure, and that creates an energy imbalance. Your masculine energy and your feminine energy is not going to be balanced out. There's no way it can balance out. So if you're growing up with a mother raising you only, then you are going to be way more feminine than masculine because you're going to be used to a woman doing everything for you. And that's just going to have your energy so unbalanced. And even if, let's say, your mother did bring in maybe like a step parent, like, come on, bro. If you ever had a step parent, you know you don't. Most of y'all don't take them serious. Like y'all don't look at them at any type of authority. Like, let's be real. And um, basically, yeah, the U.S. has the highest broken homes, 23%. And this is old. This is an old article. This is from like 2018, I believe. So yeah, this is old. Yeah, 2018 over here. And yeah, but we had the highest rate. We still have the highest rate. And not having a father figure or a broken home in general will lead you to basically a bad future. You're not going to have no type of chance at a future, hardly. Because, okay, you don't have no father figure. So most kids, they're going to look up to these rappers. They're gonna look up, you know what I mean? Over here we got the Lil Wayne, Gucci Mane, the Boosie, you know what I mean? And they look up to him and then they be like, oh, like we from the struggle, man. We made it out, like all that, this, that. But like really the way they made it out, they took bro, they got fucked up the ass for a record deal. That's how they make it out. They ain't make it out flipping nothing. Bro. Don't even be believing half of these rappers. Half of these rappers is fake. It's a fludge, it's all of that. And yeah, and then for the females, this is what they have: thottery. This is what the females get. And this is a man right here. Just to let y'all know, this is a man. This is a man right here. But that's a different story. Um, let's look at some of the statistics. Suicide: 63% of people who grow up in broken homes. 90% runaways. Let's go 85%. Behavioral disorders, high school dropouts. 71% of high school dropouts come from broken homes. Juvenile detention rate, 70% come from broken homes. Substance abuse, 75% come from broken homes. Aggression, 75% come from broken homes. And rapists, 75% of them are rapists. 75% of rapists come from broken homes. And they come from broken homes because they never had a father figure to teach them how to talk to a female. So the only way for them to get their rocks off is to rape a female. Real shit. And another problem is some of these kids do have father figures, but their father is a beta and still don't teach them nothing. So they're still in imbalance because even if you grow up with a mom and a dad, your mom, some mothers are still more masculine than the father. The father sometimes is reversed. Sometimes the father be carrying the feminine energy and the mom carrying the masculine energy, and that's still an imbalance because that shit just, man, this world is so twisted, bro. Like y'all have no idea. Let's move over to the next one. Um, Mental health problems, behavior problems. See if I can scroll down a little more. Poor academic performance. Risk-taking behaviors. That's what it can lead to. And isn't this basically our whole generation? Our whole generation likes to, um, they can take place, have sex at an early age, babies having babies, shit, kids be having their first kid at 14, 15. You know what I mean? And then right there, all this drug use and the rappers, these rappers over here, they be pushing it. This drug use, they push it. They push it. So yeah, we were failed, poor academic performance. So tell me how this makes sense. Because they want to push, okay, if you come, because if you have a broken home, you're going to be told either you're going to rely on the streets because the streets, okay, you see these gangs, and a lot of people look at gangs as a bad thing, but when you grow up without nothing, when you grow up without no structure and you see gangs, gangs actually show more structure than your household, then you will resort to looking at them because you know what I mean, because that's the only structure that you see. That's the only yeah, that's the only thing solid that you see because you have nothing at home for you. So what do you have to lose? That's why shit. That's really how a lot of it goes down. It's all subconscious, bro. It's all subconscious. But yeah, poor academic. And if you don't go to the streets, you're gonna stay in school. What happens if you stay in school? Well, you're already at risk for poor academic performance because your fucking brain's fucked up because you don't have no fucking guidance on top of that. And then let's see let's see how much college costs. For private college, you're looking at basically working yourself to death if you want to even be able to pay for 1 year because for someone coming from poverty, this is basically worth 2 jobs. You're gonna have to work 2 jobs and go to school. So that's not an option. Right here, this might be manageable for some, but you're still gonna be stressed the hell out, probably on antidepressants if you can afford them, or you're gonna be suicidal. And then right here, this is some people don't even these two right here. Some people don't even make these two in a year, coming from poverty. So tell me how someone in a broken home, which 25% of America is a broken home, so how are they supposed to make it? How are they supposed to make it? And look at this. This is all linked together. Poverty from absent present of marriage. Child poverty is as much about broken homes. See this? Do most criminals come from broken homes? And this is basically saying yes, it fucks up your physical, mental health. Um, Grow up with dysfunctions. You're more suspect to get sexually abused and to have psychological problems. Like it's all a trap, man. But yeah, let's move on to the wait, did I already do this one? Yeah. Okay, let's move on to this one. Effects of marriage on mental health. Oh, and so the kids that are growing up with married parents that actually have a balance, their stress levels go down, their depression levels goes down. So they at least have some sort of a chance, but a lot of them don't. Either way, they don't have a chance because they're still listening to the same music that's brainwashing them. They still have rappers pushing drug abuse. They're like, bro, just think for a minute. Like these rappers make popping pills cool. Like, bro, what? Like, bro, like, do y'all like actually think like they make they make you think and popping Xanax and Adderall is cool, and Adderall is really meth. So if you're doing Adderall, you're really doing meth. So just to let you know that. And then they have you thinking these thoughts are cool. when these thoughts have nothing to offer you but their body. Because if these if these women right here were not rappers, what would they be? I'm just gonna let you know she was a stripper before she was a rapper, so that should let you know. And then you have social media brainwashing people. So are, even if you do have a stable household, you still have everything up against you. And then even if you come from a decent family, how the hell are you still gonna afford college and pay bills? How are you gonna pay? How are you gonna pay this? How are you gonna pay 30 set? How are you gonna pay damn near 40,000 a some? Was this a year? Okay, how are you gonna pay 40,000 a year and still pay bills? You can't, because you probably, the only way to do this is to still be living with your parents. And who the hell wants to live with their parents till they like 25, 20, you know what I mean, till they finish college? It's all a trap. They give you no guideline. And then shit, they don't teach you about credit. They don't teach you nothing about that. And from there not being a man in the household, we're getting more feminine men, more foo-foo ass dudes out here that are real fruity. And look at this one: 90% of felony cases are from defendants who grew up in father absent households. So I don't really know much more I need to show y'all. Like, either you grew up in a broken home or you've been brainwashed by social media. And then, even on top of that, let's say you do go to college, what the hell do you want to be? You know what I mean? Like, you have to figure out, okay, you're going to pay damn near 40,000 a year for something you don't even know if you like or not because you've never done it. Okay, everyone wants to go to college to be a doctor, but literally, doctor, you basically have to go to school for what, another 12 to 15 years, something like that, something crazy like that, and you're paying that much money over, bro. And then you don't even know what being a doctor is like. And really, being a doctor is politics because you have to know someone to get in. Everything in this fucking world is damn near politics. It's all a pyramid scheme. It's who you know. It's really who you know, not what you know. As long as you know someone high up, you can get high up. But if you don't know someone, if you're from the bottom, you don't know no one high up, it's game over. It's game over. But yeah, but there are so many psychological effects that, damn, my computer acting slow. But yeah, there's just, man, we were set up to lose, whether it was by drugs, the rappers pushing drugs, um, media pushing fear, media pushing depression, social media, people living in their egos, people not having parents, people growing up in poverty, people growing up in the streets. Like, everything was set up to for us to fail. And it's not even really the parents' fault because they were set up to fail too. Each generation was set up to fail. Because that the current parents now, the people that are in their from 25 to around 40, they grew up in an era where the drugs got dropped into the streets, like heroin and cocaine. So that got dropped in the streets. So they really didn't have a chance either because everyone had cocaine fever. So yeah, that's the truth of it. That's the reality of it. You know what I mean? We've been failed. Society failed us, but they failed us. They didn't even fail us. This is how they wanted us. They wanted us a hot mess. Like, so I can't even say they failed us. For them, it's mission fulfilled. This exactly they want us exactly out here in the streets. They want us shooting one another. They want us killing one another. And if we're not killing one another, they want us to be workers. They don't want you to be owners. They don't teach you how to be a CEO in school. They teach you how to be a worker. They don't teach you how to start your own business. They teach you how to work for a business. Everything's set up for you to fail. But yeah, that's really all I got for this topic. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Make sure y'all taking care of yourself. Make sure y'all keeping y'all eyes open. And make sure y'all do y'all own research on anything that y'all hear. Believe half what you hear. No, only believe half what you see. Don't even, man, just trust your intuition at the end of the day, because that's really all there is to it. But man, it's late as hell. And yeah, I'm gonna get at y'all in the next one.